let me go over the bad ones first. I got stopped out of a lot of stuff Thursday, Friday. It hurt a lot. This AMD, I gave so much profit back. I didn't get stopped out, but I mean, I was sitting on such a massive position, and it pulled in from 59 all the way down, back down to 52. It fucking killed P&L wise. But stuck to the game plan. Still in this one, that was good. This and most of the names you'll see, like I got stopped out of. So frustrating. They're all bouncing back well today. This LITE bounced back super well. I got stopped out. I bought here and got stopped out, you know, like a week later in a pretty similar fashion. But I got a third off into these highs, this 80 area. This LITE though, this has a big pattern emerging. I don't know where it's gonna break up or down, but it's gonna break one way really hard. I'm tracking that one. What else was there? Oh God, Square. Oh my God, Square killed me. So Heaven got me in the Square like a week ago from this little area. We could see this massive base. Hot name. We buy this breakout right here. Just give it like $2. 84 versus 82. Kick some off. And then last week I re-added. I got to massive size. And the Fed day came out and it looked so strong. And the Fed news was like seemingly good before it all broke down. So long. And then I just get stopped out in the next 2 days on the down move. Absolutely rips today. It's back up. That's a killer. You know, I didn't look to buy that one back. I was focused elsewhere. And then GH is kind of the same thing where it's like I was buying down here by support, and then I just got stopped out on the weekday on that Thursday, and now name's bouncing back. So we have a lot of that theme. And then the good trades were today. So like I mentioned before, this was the thesis coming into today, and it wasn't like I was hyping myself up about these names over the weekend. It just was like we walked into pre-market, all the cyclical names were down, the Boeing, the cities, and the market was gapping down on Corona fears type thing. So, and then we looked and we saw the Pelotons of the world, they were all up. Like these names were gapping up. Peloton, Etsy, what are all the names? Teladoc, Zoom Video, DraftKings. Oh, DraftKings was gapping down. That was a great buy. And then Shopify was the other one. Shopify had this big deal with Walmart today. So we saw all those Corona names that were, you know, previously the hottest names. Then we saw them cool off for a few weeks as those cyclical names get back. And then today was the day we saw them strong again. So I bought this Etsy right off the open. That gave us 5% today. I bought this Peloton right off the open. That gave us 6% today. What else? And then when it's hot, it's hot. It was so cold a week ago. MNTA. I've been sitting in this MNTA since this day right here, just giving it to below this pivot, just kind of like chopping along, because if you look at this monthly chart, it's trying to take out this level from 2005, like massive monthly chart. Then what happens today, we're sitting here, we're just like, hey, it looks pretty good for a support buy. All of a sudden, you look intraday, thing goes absolutely vertical, goes up 20% in 30 minutes on some FDA news, and that's how it takes out this massive 35, 36 area level. So this one looks pretty good going forward. I don't even, there was some drug news. It didn't seem like crazy news to me, but the stock responded very well from it. And then, and I'm still just sitting in names that have been treating me well. The Snapchat, this Micron, I still have a little bit left. I still have a little bit of Intel. I'm looking to add tomorrow possibly. So just those 40 trades. What do you got?
So if you want to pull, I sent you some charts. So if you want to pull up ABC, would be the first one that'll start it.
Yay. ABC, my dog.
Yeah, so ABC was one. Again, a lot of us have been in. You put 100 people in a trade, they're all going to trade differently. This is one we all pretty much bought up off 84. I was trailing. I got stopped out. I believe it was on Thursday at 71 risk reward. You know, just rode the meat of that little move. I'm out. If it sits back up, you know, I'll definitely get back in. Next was GD. This was another big picture swing idea that we bought up through 142. Just trailed it. Got stopped out. On Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, down through.
No, that was Wednesday. That's a great trade, though.
Yeah, that was like, I just had that, you know, 159.99 stop, got stopped out, and basically the difference between a 5-to-1 trade or break even was the difference of,
right.
You know, just moving that.
Yeah.
Continue to trail that stop. Next, we got HCA. It was a break even trade. Trying to sneak in before that 115 half, 116 area. Just wasn't ready. Break even stop, didn't lose much. Now it's back near support, near 96. But
see, like now it's more attractive. Like today would have been a good entry for it. Yeah.
100%.
But your arms are tired. You're too cool out there, you know? Who was there? Who was there?
We're there, Shake.
Is there no one else? Is there no one else?
And then next was this MDT, again, very similar to HCA, very similar chart. Same thing, break-even trade. But again, now it's near support. I would still take that HCA over the MDT. Next, we got MRK, another swing that we bought up on support.
Wow, that's a nice stop out.
And yeah, again, just simple trailing, just buying up off support, moving those stops up. We originally had it. Once it gapped up, we had a stop for 78. Then we moved it up to 80. And then I got stopped at like 81, and it completely reversed that move. And now I'll look to buy up through 76, or if it continues to head lower, we'll see if it gets down into like the higher 60s. And then MSFT, this is a name, again, same story. We bought through that little breakout area. But again,
highs, yeah.
in the back of my mind going into last week was, as we get back to this retest of all these major prior highs, sure you can get that 1 or 2 day push through it to get everyone who's going to chase. But the steam tends to get lost, so the sugar high kind of wears off after that last little push up. Just like a week ago, everyone was talking about airlines. Now no one's talking about them because they've all pulled back lower than where they've been.
Right.
So that was kind of the back of my head where I just, my big focus last week was just upping these stops. And, it got me out of a lot of positions, some for winners, some for break even. And I don't really regret any of those stop outs. And then lastly was, okay, next up we got Oracle. This is a name that we've been watching for months now. We bought the 54. I got out break even, but it's still technically fine. It didn't break support. It's still held at 51, so it's still in that flag. It just wasn't ready for when we were in it. And
They
then,
have earnings tomorrow after the close up.
yeah, I feel like that was the thing. Like, it's just waiting for earnings.
It's just waiting for earnings.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
So-
such a big catalyst coming up. That makes sense.
So this is like
Such a massive company.
Do you know if they're reporting before they open or after hours?
They're tech, so I imagine they're after.
Okay. So this is an idea where, not to after tomorrow's close, if you want to buy it up through 55, if the catalyst was to push it through 55, this would be a time where I put in like a 55.05 limit buy stop. So if it gaps, up and opens up the following date up through 55, I'll be in it. But if they gap it to say 57 or 58, I don't get stuck, buying 5-6 points higher.
Stop limit. That's they're after the close Tuesday, so Wednesday morning.
So,
we'll have
yeah.
this discussion.
Yeah, so we'll follow this up next week. And then the last trade, which was wildly lucky, was this UAL. As much as we hate these airlines, this was like probably one of my luckiest trades this year. Bought it earlier through 32, way back like middle of March, right, kind of near the end of the the market, bear market correction, what have you. It continued to set up to 32. I added back through it, and we caught that quick little 2-3 day move. And I never have limit sell orders. 99.99% of the time, I always have like a trailing stop. But this was a name that I just threw a limit sell order where if there was something crazy was going to happen, it would just kind of take me out. And looking at the chart, the gap fill was in that 49.50 area, so I just randomly had that 48.89 limit sell order. And it got me out of like 90% of the stock that I had, and the high day was 48.95, I think. And then the next day, I just got stopped out below, that 44. So that was like an extremely lucky trade, but that's something that.
All right. You gotta have your orders out. You have those orders out, you get lucky.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Luck happens to those who put themselves in those situations.
The position to make money, like that was.
Position to make money. There you go. Yeah.
All right, so I think we wrapped everything up except for top idea.